my stream stopped working for some reason. So, all right. So it looks like the tornado warning has been, the tornado has lifted for now. At least that's what it looks like. Let's hope that's actually the case, because it could just be cycling. Looks like that's what's happening. Yeah, it looks like it's cycling. Looks like there still might be a tornado on the ground right now, right in here. Looks like this is where your debris would be if it's still on the ground. And from what I can see, yep, it's still on the ground. It's still on the ground. Let's look at reflectivity. Yep, that is definitely a tornado that is on the ground. Very deep reflectivities, very dark red, so probably some heavy rain in there and some debris. So it's not a very deep red, so most likely it's rain wrapped. So this is precipitation that's wrapping in, combining with debris, which is why you're having those deeper reflectivities. So right there, you're having some very tight rotation right now. And there's also some small hail with this as well. This is not a very high supercell. This is more of a low-topped supercell. Considering I'm not seeing very large hail with this, but it's definitely producing tornadoes right now. I mean, there's still probably some connection with the ground. Especially here, there's still some connection trying to form. There's still some sort of circulation still on the ground. It is broad. However, we are still seeing debris. This could be leftover debris, but look, we're still seeing debris right in here. This is where the debris is. Correlation coefficient is showing a drop right next to where the rotation would be. So, yep, we are still having a tornado on the ground. And there's also some range folding going on right here. So our RF signifies range folding. So we might briefly lose the signature, especially because it's very close to the radar site. It's only 20 miles away. And this range folding is likely being caused by just strong surface winds and just the inversion layer, because even though you're in a supercell, you're still getting some local inversions, and also it's because of the location of the radar beam, especially when you're facing usually northeast, northwest at certain angles. You could get range folding. So yeah, looks like the rotation is starting to weaken now. So finally, the tornado has probably lifted. However, there's still some debris being shown, so it could be that maybe there's still a circulation. Yeah, still on the ground. Treat it as if it's still on the ground, because I am seeing signs that right in here it's still on the ground. First of all, I'm still seeing debris right here. There's still debris. Second, there is still a couplet. While it's very weak, keep in mind, you're getting 42 miles an hour, touching, negative 4.5. So you're definitely getting some rotation. Doesn't look very strong, but then again, it could just be an issue with the radar. So yeah. Yeah, that's definitely because of hail. That's not debris. That's hail. Yeah, a lot of hail. Because you're looking higher up aloft. Even though there's not a lot of hail with the storms closer to the surface, these storms still pack a punch because they have a lot of moisture with them. So yeah, I have to go to bed because I have to wake up in only like 6 hours to go to work. So yeah, we have a tornado on the ground right now. So still on the ground. Let's see. Where is the... Okay, so I can't confirm or deny if the tornado's on the ground now. Um, it's safe to assume that it is. I would say it is still on the ground just to be safe because one, I'm still seeing a couplet. Two, there's still some debris, and three, there's still a hook. So all indications are that there likely is some sort of circulation on the ground. Maybe it's not a tornado, but there is still some rotation with the storm. When I say circulation on the ground, I don't mean like a tornadic circulation. I mean, you could still be getting a very strong mesocyclone that is producing some broad rotation. Because you can get a very large mesocyclone that could have tornadic like winds without an actual funnel touching down. It's very rare, but that can happen. Basically, that's what happened during the Nashville tornado. You had basically one giant meso just grind its way through Nashville. It wasn't a funnel, it was basically a kind of invisible multi-vortex tornado. It didn't have a classic wedge shape, funnel cloud shape. It just looked like a black cloud, a rotating black cloud above you. Because there was no funnel that actually touched down, at least in Nashville, probably east of Nashville, where there was EF3 damage, yes, probably did touch down. In fact, the Springfield, Massachusetts tornado occurred in a drier than normal environment, and therefore, when the tornado tore through downtown Springfield, the condensation funnel, in fact, did not make contact with the ground. It was seen observed moving over the Springfield River and hitting cars and even tipped over a tractor trailer. That tornado was, at the time when it was over West Springfield, was about EF2 strength. EF2, and it did peak at EF3 strength right when it was like it over Munson and Sturbridge. At that time, it definitely had a condensation funnel that was on the ground. It was much stronger. And likely might have even been stronger than EF3. It might have been EF4, but there wasn't a lot of structures that were impacted once it was further east, as it missed the core of the downtown areas to the north. The tornado lifted just as it crossed the I-90 I-84 interchange in right around here. This is where the tornado lifted. This is right about where the tornado lifted. Because if you drove down, you could still see some of the damage right around here. And I remember driving here just about less than a year after the tornado, and it looked like someone came through with a chainsaw, just chainsawing trees left and right around here, just south of the interchange. So right in this area is where the damage occurred. If you go there, you might still see some evidence, but it's mostly regrown now. June 1st, 2011. In fact, I had a feeling there was going to be a major outbreak that day because surface winds here in Randolph were from the south-southwest, or strong southerly winds, while clouds aloft were coming in from this direction. They were coming in from the west. They even seemed like they were coming in from the west-northwest, some of the mid-level clouds. You were getting west winds aloft, and at the surface, this is when we're getting already severe thunderstorms. There was significant wind shear that day. This is what the setup pretty much looked like. You're getting some mid-level clouds coming in from that direction, so think about it. That definitely looks conducive for tornadic thunderstorms, especially if you have enough CAPE. But also, the atmosphere in Western Mass was much drier than in Eastern Mass. In Eastern Mass, while you had a more moist environment, you had cooler waters coming in off of Narragansett Bay, which stifled some of the convection, and also you had a lot of overspreading anvils, that just sapped the convection. So the Cape dropped so the Cape level, so the convective available potential energy dropped because the anvils were stabilizing the atmosphere in ahead of the supercells. And also, on top of that, you had winds off of Narragansett Bay and off of the Atlantic that cooled down the temperatures. Because in Western Mass, it was in the upper 80s. Eastern Mass, it was low 80s, upper 70s to low 80s. And I knew that was going to sap the convection. I said that this is going to be a Western Central Mass event, like in 1953. I said it might be as bad as Worcester. And it wasn't as bad as Worcester, but it was definitely bad. June 1st, 2011 was definitely a day that I will never forget. I personally didn't see anything too crazy other than the light show that came in around like 10 p.m. We had a lot of lightning from a squall line that came in from the northwest, but yeah, I remember seeing I was under a tornado warning. That cell that prompted the tornado warning, by the time it came over, it was a shell of its former self. It was producing thunder and lightning, but I didn't see rotation. I looked to where the wall cloud would have been. It was just some broken clouds. It was dead. It was gone. I mean, Stoughton got some, I think, dime-sized hail. That's about it. It was done. The Worcester supercell was done. I mean, yeah, there was probably some falling debris. Not Worcester. I don't even think the debris reached where I was. There might have been some like really isolated reports. Because I know that the Worcester tornado of 1953, a wedding dress fell in Weymouth, which is actually to my east. So Weymouth is all the way out here. I used to work at South Shore Hospital in Weymouth, which is east of Braintree even. I mean, look at this. This is where South Shore Hospital is. It's in Weymouth. I live down here in Randolph, which is a suburb of Boston, basically. So the red line, the MBTA red line, terminates in Braintree. The 240 bus, which is a part of the MBTA, terminates in Randolph. I think Avon. Yeah, I think it actually goes to Avon. It's a 240 bus. It's the furthest south. And then you have to take the Brockton area transit bus, or BAT, short. And they don't accept the Boston card. Like, you have to, I think, use a different payment system. They do accept Charlie cards, but I think you have to, tap again if you're they don't accept transfer. It's a little complicated, but yeah, I'm going off topic here. Let's look back at the tornado right now. I'm sorry I'm not reading comments, but yeah, looks like the tornado warning was allowed to expire, finally. Or am I looking in the wrong area? Oh, nope. Still there. Ugh, I'm so tired right now. Really hope it's lifted. No, it's still on the ground. The thing just doesn't want to lift. Lift already. Damn it. Lift. I want to go to sleep. Oh, God. It's still on the ground. It's still on the ground. Jeez. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's still on the ground. Yeah, it's still on the ground. 1:48 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's that's right now. Yeah. This is correct. I'm gonna read it for anybody who might have trouble seeing. At 1:48 a.m. Central Standard Time, a tornado-producing storm was located over Richards Crossroads, or 11 miles north of Abbeville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar-confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Richard Crossroads. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Sorry, I shouldn't have said heavily damaged. Yeah, I was reciting from another warning from like a PDS. Oh my god, it's still churning. Jeez Louise, it's still on the ground. I know there's other like little towns in this area. I'm trying to see where that storm is right now. Afula. There we go. It's south of Afula. Abbeville. I'm trying to see. So it's north of Abbeville. So it's between Abbeville and Afula, which should place it right around the Lawrenceville area. And it's likely going to cross the Walter F. George Reservoir. It's going to cross the reservoir. And that means it's going to cross into Georgia. The reservoir is part of the Chattahoochee River, the Chattahoochee River. So the reservoir is part of the Chattahoochee River, and it's about to cross the reservoir and become Georgia's problem. And look at that, they extended the warning into Georgia just now, as of 1:50 a.m. or 2:50 a.m. Yep. At 2:50 a.m. Central Standard Time, a tornado-producing storm was located near Richards Crossroads, or 11 miles north of Abbeville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar-confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Tornado warning for north central Henry County in southeast Alabama, northwestern Clay County in southwestern Georgia, western Quitman County in southwestern Georgia. At 2:50 a.m. Central Standard Time, at 2:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1:50 a.m. Central Standard Time, a tornado-producing storm was located near Richards Crossroads, or 11 miles north of Abbeville, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar-confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of north central Henry, northwestern Clay, and western Quitman counties, including the following locations: Days Crossroads, Wire Bridge, Bonaparte's Retreat, Stanley's Store, Watson Crossroads, Scottsboro Crossroads, Double Bridges, Moore's Crossroads, and Rick's Place. Crossroads. Jeez, it's still on the ground. It just doesn't want to lift. Lift already, damn it, lift! Oh my god. It just doesn't want to lift. I mean, it's probably weak, but it's still on the ground. Damn. I'm going to sleep. Please stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Good night, everybody. Alright, for some reason my stream won't stop, so I'm just going to... So, tornado warning. Tornado's still on the ground. Yeah. It's still on the ground, guys. It doesn't want to lift, guys. And to end the live stream, I have to go into camera record and then end it that way. It's cross. It's about to cross the reservoir. And cross into southwestern Georgia. So this tornado is about to be Georgia's problem. Hopefully, but the supercell is weakening, so that's good news. It's becoming more elongated. However, it's still having some sort of circulation on the ground, so it's still producing a tornado. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay safe, and good night, everybody.